Abs of peace. JK, my abs actually suck really badly. But them leg cuts. Them leg cuts, baby. That's right. So, this video is being shot at midnight. August 20, technically the 24th now. Just finished cardio, just shaved my face. Shaved my face, then did cardio. I was going to shower right now, but I'm just going to rinse off, soap my chest, arms, face, go to bed, shower in the morning, because that's what I'm about to do. I don't want to keep my grandparents up because they're visiting from Florida and they leave at like 5 a.m. tomorrow, so I can't be waking them up. So I kind of have to talk down. But this is what it's all about, guys. Doing cardio at late, getting it done. So I visited my coach this last week, this weekend actually, yesterday, and I wanted him to see me in person. I wanted him to see me in person so he knew exactly, how I'm looking, and just to talk, and it was worth it. It was a 2.5-hour drive each way, and it was totally worth it because like meeting up with a coach, my coach does online training and he does in-person training as well, but seeing as he lives in Rochester and I live in Little Falls, it's quite a ways. He's my diet coach. He learned a lot, I learned a lot, and it's a group effort, and that's a special bond that a coach has with his client. And it's like when you get in those rough patches and you have a coach to talk to, it really helps because they're not like your friends. Your friends are just like, oh, you could cheat, it's okay, one time won't kill you, but that one time turns into 2 times, the 3rd time this entire prep. So we've been prepping about 4.5 months. I've messed up like 3 times, and the 3rd time, the first 3 times, so like the 3rd time was when I visited my mom in Syracuse. I told you guys about that binge, and I was able to recover and still lose 1.2 pounds that week, or 1.8 pounds. And this last week, when I recorded that cheat day, I'm just still recovering. It's taken me about a week to recover from it. And the first time I got away with it, but the second time I thought it was okay. It wasn't. So, we learned from that, and I told my coach what happened. He was totally understanding. He said, you're doing such a great job. You've only messed up just a handful of times this prep. And it's just, I'm very pleased. And, the bottom line is, if I don't reach the conditioning I want to reach, it's due to me being too heavy in the off season. The dirty bulk was worth it, and I put on a lot of mass. He said so when he first saw me. He's like, who's this big guy going up in my driveway? It was me. But, I was about 194 when I went to see him. And I'm probably my 3 weeks out condition from last year, being 180 something pounds. So I'm very pleased, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be ready. And we made some adjustments with my diet. We've made some adjustments, lifestyle adjustments, because he knows I have a really busy schedule, and we were working on my next diet, and I'll be receiving it Thursday, so I'll receive it Wednesday. I'll be beginning Thursday. And he was very pleased with the way my lower body's progressed. I mean, he said he can notice all the mass everywhere, which is good, and he noticed especially the leg cuts coming in, because it's just, that's where my body sheds fat the quickest. Inner quad striations don't come for people to last. And I'm getting this notch in my upper legs, closer to like my posing trunk lines, that a lot of people don't get until they're like completely shredded. So I'm ahead of a lot of my competitors in the lower body, but my midsection, as you guys saw, has a long way to go. And he says that's how we're going to gauge my progress, is just look at my worst body parts and we'll just go from there. And we went through about 4 rounds of posing, so it was about an hour, and that's how I'm going to beat a lot of the competition. It's because I know how to pose. I know how to hide my weaknesses, first off. That's why posing's so important. Posing is going to win you some battles, and it's going to make your conditioning a lot better too. Not only are you expending the calories, but your muscles are going to be denser and harder. That's some bro science, but I believe it sincerely. I outposed people last year, and that was a big thing for me. But so we went through about 4 rounds, and just posing is so great for me because it's going to make you harder. You're going to get used to the poses, right? You're not going to be shaking like crazy. I mean, you're going to be shaking no matter what. But like for me, I know how to hide my weaknesses when I pose. Since my core isn't my best body part, I kind of shield it slightly, but I show my obliques because my obliques are, I built them up in the off season. It's just a matter of getting them leaner, So I have thick obliques, and I have a blocky waist, so I have to try to minimize that. How do I do that? Posing. So that's easily one of the most overlooked things. That and tanning, because people don't seem to understand how important tanning is, but it is, But I digress. So we worked on my posing, and through doing that, we realized we need to increase my cardiovascular endurance. So what we agreed on was, because I like to do more cardio, it shreds my lower body faster, and I told him that, and he's like, okay, cool. So we agreed to add in 10 to 15 minutes of cardio in the evening. So I do 10 to 15 minutes pre, so I do 100 calories pre-workout, 100 calories during the day after like my 5th meal, sometimes before bed, depending on when I have time to do it. If I can, or if I'm able to, or it's the only opportunity left, I'll just do it all before bed, or all post-workout, or whatever. But it's nothing hard, it's just low intensity, steady state. And I'm trying to decrease the incline and increase the speed, so that way my heart works a little harder, because we noticed through my posing, when I let go of my poses is when it's because my heart is beating so fast and I start sweating like crazy, and that's when I will lose out. So I know how to hit the shots, I just have to hold them. So in addition to the cardio, we incorporated, he told me to do 1 round of posing every day, and we're going to up it to 2 next week, and then it's just going to go on and on. So by that I mean go through the mandatories, the quarter turns, hit all my shots, and then hit my specialty poses, so my side serratus, my hamstring, calves, stuff like that. So I'm doing that, and progress pictures every week, as well as another change that we decided to do was to ensure that we get to my weight goal, which is between, just like I said, between like 177 and 180, probably in that range, probably a carved up like 180. We are incorporating a new phase, so we're doing phase 2 just like last year. So we're cutting my calories, and then this week I dropped my refeed. So no refeed this week. We're on a low day for about 2 weeks straight, just about until I get to Thursday. So about 11 days, and I'm excited. So 20 minutes of cardio, 20 to 30 minutes, 200 to 300 calories, because I do 10 calories per minute. Posing, new diet. I'm going to be beginning my meal plan in the next 2 to 4 days, depending when my plan comes in the mail. And then that's that. Time to get the results. So 7 weeks out, 7 and 12 weeks out. So I will keep you guys posted, and progress pictures are coming up soon. So I'm thinking about doing a before and after, so you can see like my first half of cutting to the second half. But I don't know exactly how I want to do it. But anyway, I'm going to close this video out. More videos coming soon. See you guys. in the next one. Peace.